I want to talk to you today about percent composition. Most of you are pretty familiar with percents. You've used them before to figure out stuff in your math classes. It's the part divided by the whole, and then we multiply that by 100 to equal a percentage. So if I look at this problem down here, find the percent composition of a compound that contains 2.30 grams of sodium, 1.60 grams of oxygen, and 0.10 grams of hydrogen in a 4-gram sample. We're going to take the part for each one. So for sodium, the part is the 2.30 over the whole, 4.0 times 100. And that gives us a percent composition of 57.5%. So that compound by mass is 57.5% of sodium. Eventually we're going to use these percent compositions to help us figure out what the formulas of a compound is. Formulas deal with mole ratios, but we can't measure those in the lab. All we can measure are masses in the lab, and so that's why we start with percent composition by mass. We'll do problems the flip side too. You guys have all done problems like this. 13% carbon. Well, you're trying to figure out the part. That's the X. The whole is 0.562. And the percentage here, I'm going to put this in decimal percent form, 0.130. Right? So we want to find out what X is. We move the 0.562 up there, and we have 0.130 times 0.562. And that gives us that value for the portion that is carbon, so it's 0.073 grams of carbon. Yep. So that's what these other problems kind of take you through some of those. We get down here to number 6, find the percent composition of calcium carbonate. This is the type of problem that you're going to do on the back side. And we want to use the molar mass. We want to know the total molar mass. That's going to be our whole. And then the part is going to be the portion of the molar mass that is each one of those different elements. So calcium carbonate, its total molar mass is 100.1 grams per mole. That's going to be my denominator. That's my whole. So for calcium, the part is the portion of the mass, the portion of that molar mass that is calcium. So 40.1 grams divided by 100.1 times 100 is going to equal 40.06% calcium. Do the same thing for the carbon. Carbon's 12 divided by 100.1 multiplied by 100, and you get 11.99% carbon. And finally for oxygen, now the oxygen, there's 3 of them, so you multiply that mass of 16 times 3, and you get the 48 divided by 100.1. Again, decimal multiplied by 100 there is 47.95% oxygen. So there you have your percent composition of calcium carbonate. Right, step 7, question 7, we can apply that. Right, how many grams of calcium would be produced from the decomposition of 200 grams of calcium carbonate? So basically it's asking you, okay, you break apart calcium carbonate, you're starting with 200 grams, that's your whole, right? What's your part going to be? For calcium, well, calcium is decimal equivalent of 0.4006, right? So you're solving for X there. We end up, when we solve that out, we get something like 80.12 grams, right? Not too bad there on the front side. These are all problems I think you've seen before and you've done before. So now I want to look at the back side here. And on the back side, it's going to be a little bit different. Here you actually have to write out the formula. So if we're looking at question number 2, I've got the formula written out there. Aluminum acetate AlCH3COO, and you've got 3 of those acetates. So total molar mass is 204 grams per mole. What we want to do is we want to find the part of each one of these. So aluminum is 27 divided by 204. And we get 13.23%. To find out the carbon, well, how many total carbons do I have in here? I have 2 carbons, but times 3, so I have 6 carbons. So 12 times 6 is 72. So 72 divided by 204 is going to be the percent of carbon. That's 35.29% carbon. I should label each one of these. For hydrogen, you've got 3 of them times 3, so you got 9. So for hydrogen, it's going to be 9 over 204. So here, when you calculate this out, it goes 0.044117. Right? Remember that to move this to a percentage, we're going to move the decimal 2 places. So it's 4.41%. And then the last piece is oxygen. The formula has 6 oxygens in it. So 16 times 6 is 96. So 96 over 204 is 47.06% oxygen. Right, so here you have your percent composition by mass of each of the elements in that compound. You're going to do that same thing for these other problems on here. Figuring out the total, well, first writing the formula, then figuring out the total molar mass, and then the portion of the molar mass that is represented by each one of those elements.